right? So once again, we thank you for coming again and settling with us and sitting with us for this LiveGood presentation. LiveGood is as the name implies, is our desire to get persons to live good. All right, not just live long, but live good. And that is there's a difference. All right, some persons can take medication and so forth and live longer than they used to, but they are living miserable lives. They have a whole stack of medication having to drink as if it's some kind of tonic, you know, and their life is basically regulated and controlled by medication. So that is not our aim here is to be proactive, and it's to reverse conditions that probably have set in and getting you to the place where you can control your health and control and have some measure over how you age. All right. So what we say, you age gracefully. All right. So we hope to improve your health through this lecture. I give you information that will improve your health and also help in eradicating poverty. And you know that we all are going through a tough time right now as it relates to the finance, our finance. I mean, inflation is just, you may still have the $100, but the buying power has diminished so substantially that what you used to buy, the amount that you used to take home, you can't take it. In fact, probably it has cut down to half, right? And we all can see that. So we need to find a way of augmenting our income so that we can deal with the situations as it is in terms of the high cost of living. Now, if we had a choice between health and wealth, which one would you choose? I've asked that on 3 occasions, and every time persons have put in an H for health, right? If you had a choice between health and wealth, which one would you choose? And most persons say, my first choice would be health. And that's a good choice, right? In the Bible, I've talked about this story in the Bible where Peter and John went to pray. And we all know that little jingle. They met a lame man on the way. He asked for alms, you know, and Peter and John said to him, silver and gold have we none. We do not have money, but what we have, we will give. In the name of Jesus Christ, they said, rise up and walk. So he received his health. They did not have wealth to give to him, but he received healing, right? He was asking for wealth. They knew what he most needed was health. And so they gave him what was more substantial. However, with giving him health, what they had actually done as well was they had blessed him doubly, right? In so much that they gave him they gave him back his health. So now with a good and healthy body, he can go out and acquire wealth. All right. So when you think about life, think first about your health. Am I in good health? Am I mentally, physically in good shape? All right. And if I'm not, to what extent does all the money that I have help me? How does it bring happiness and joy and contentment, right? A lot of persons are doing a lot of crazy things to get back healthy. They smoke their life away, and now they do some body, they pay a lot of money to get a heart transplant and to get a kidney transplant and to get all of this, you know, so that they could live a little longer, right? Had they taken care of their health, they may not have all the money that they do have right now, but they'll still be in a better place. All right. So we advise persons to live good. Basically shows you that health comes first. Wealth is an adjunct, right, to it, but it should not be it should not surpass it. Now, LiveGood is a company that is established in the United States, Florida, to be exact, and the LiveGood company is committed to helping people. And how do we do that? We bring to you the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market. You'll see what I'm talking about as I discuss the products that we have. It is made with only the purest, highest quality, and it is formulated by LiveGood, not by other companies, and we buy it over and then we resell it. No, we actually put the thing together, right? And it is put together so that you could get results. It is result oriented. And in addition to that, it does not have the highest price tag. that you will find. You may get a similar product in another company, but trust you, our price would be maybe 1/3, maybe 2/3, and even sometimes almost 80%, 75% sometimes cheaper than you would get elsewhere. So the mission of LiveGood is to help people get healthy and stay healthy. Now that's good. Our mission, the reason that LiveGood came to be was to help people get healthy and to stay healthy. Right? Now, you can't get a better mission statement than that without having to spend a fortune to do it. Everybody wants to be healthy. Can you afford it? Most times we can't. Even the insurance, the health insurance that we take sometimes, the premium is just so high that a lot of persons can't even maintain, right? But in LiveGood, we are saying that with your food and the knowledge of how of what to take and providing it for us in the purest, most organic, plant-based form, this will help persons take back their health and get back healthy, get themselves back on track, right? And they do not have to spend a fortune to maintain that health. All right, so who's the founder and owner and CEO of LiveGood? He is a man called Ben Glensky. Ben Glensky is an experienced network marketer. He has owned successful nutritional supplement companies. He has made millions in this, right? And he has over 20 years of experience in this field. Over 20 years. That's a lot of time, right? So he has mastered the craft, but most importantly, Ben Glensky loves people and he loves to see people succeed, right? And that is what basically drives him into putting this company together along with some friends so that he would benefit so many persons who otherwise would not be able to afford this kind of supplements. They've come together and they've come with a new model so that so many more persons can benefit from it. Noda Kazan is his very good friend, and he has even more experience in network marketing. Almost 30 years of experience Noda Kazan has in network marketing, and he's the one who really pushes. Let me tell you something. This guy can promote the business, but promote it in such a way that people can buy into it and themselves resell the company. So that we have, it's 10 months since the company started, just a little over 10 months, and we have over 750,000 members already. That is unheard of, right? In less than a year, over 750,000 people, over 750 million persons have become members, not just heard about it, not just attended a lecture, but they have actually joined the company in less than a year. We have so much growth, right? And he is basically responsible for that. Beside the fact that we have the very best product, but you still need to market it so that persons would want to use it and want to be part of it. We have the persons responsible for the health aspect of the company. The one to formulate the product is Dr. Ryan Goodkin, and his wife, Lisa Goodkin, is the product director of product education. So when you want to know what product is good for what type of ailment or illness, or condition, she is the one who actually that you write to, and she would give you information. All right. And not only that, you can also go onto the website and read up on the information that they have put, or maybe attend a lecture like we are having here to get information. So we have a really, really good team, and they love people. They respond to you. They're not over up there and they have so much money. No. They actually are really, really down to earth persons who actually love to see other persons progress and succeed. So LiveGood is a direct sales company, as most network marketing company is. But unlike the rest, LiveGood is seeing an explosion in interest and growth. And as I mentioned it, when we started, it was December 13th, 2022. That's last year, right? And so October 13 was actually 10 months since we started, right? So just over 10 months, we have surpassed 750,000 members. And with the projection as it is going, the expectation, and it looks very, very likely that within maybe this week or maybe towards the end, before the month is ended, we will have reached 800,000 members. And so on that kind of growth, we very well may reach 1 million members for the first year. Now, if you think that this is not marvelous and just utterly ridiculous to think that so many persons, I say ridiculous in a good sense, that thing has gone over the world, and you may be hearing for the first time. Guess what? But 750,000 persons have not only heard it, but they have fell in love with it, right? And that's just 10 months. So in a year time, you're in a good place. A company that has set up itself so that it could be here for the next, 20, 30 years. And in the first year, you get to hear about it. You will be riding with that company as it continues to grow for the next how many years it exists, right? So it's good to hear these things very early and to get on board very early, because that growth that is expected over time, you will be part of it and you will be setting yourself up for the benefit thereafter. All right. So at the same time as LiveGood is growing, some other established companies, Herbalife, USANA, New Skin, these companies have been around for many, many years, since the 1980s and before, and yet they are declining in growth and they are declining in also sales, right? Some of them have lost over 20% of their sale in just a year, right? Because the model that they have used basically it has reached its limit, right? And persons are no longer willing to spend exorbitant price or to buy products at such high cost. The thing about network marketing, it is good. It brings out very, very good products, but usually the products are pretty expensive. You get excited when you hear it, you see how good the product is, and you are willing to join, but pretty soon you have to make decisions between paying your bills and buying products, or sending your children to school and buying products. And then you know where that would end. The most pressing need is getting your child to school, is paying for their tuition, is paying for their CXC, for heaven's sake. You will not leave that and buy products, right? Even if the product is good. So you make a decision, and then eventually the one that fails or the one that suffers is that network marketing. And so that's why when we are designing this new company, we took that into consideration, and we are making, in some instances, for the member who have joined the company, they can get a product that is similar to what the good one that they had in other companies. They can get that product for just they can save up to 75% as compared to getting it from another company. In other words, what they would probably have been buying, let's say there was a multivitamin, very good one, they were buying for $100 in a company. Now we have very similar product, maybe even superior product for $25. Now think about it. If you have the option of buying two products, they are very similar, the same kind of ingredients inside of them. One is sold for 100 and the other one is sold for 25. I'm certain all 15 of us who are here right now would say, well, that's a no-brainer. I will buy the $25 3 times over. I will get 4 bottles. Maybe I will be covered for 4 months by just spending that $100 while you will just have 1 month's supply. I could buy for my mom, I could buy for my sister, I could buy for my husband, I could give it as a gift to a friend at church who's not well, right? So here's what. So this is what LiveGood is doing. It's allowing persons to think beyond themselves and to introduce persons, or to help persons get healthy again. If you have a loved one that is not well, here is a place to be, because even if you will not, you may think you not need the product for yourself, but because the cost is so good, you say, let me bless somebody. Let me bless someone with these products. So as with network marketing companies, they usually have overpriced products. They have auto ship requirement. That means every month you have to be selling products every month for the company, and your rank is based upon how much volume that you sell. Well, with LiveGood, we have none of that. We have eliminated all of that. And so LiveGood basically is a paradigm shift in network marketing company. And you will see why. Beyond that, we also give money back. Now, most companies may give you some benefit in terms of maybe getting some discount on your product, maybe getting some free delivery, maybe getting some gas coupon or something of that sort, or some price, you know, or some sort. Amazon Prime, Walmart, Netflix, all of them have a members concept where people join and they pay a monthly subscription and they get unlimited ad-free movies. For example, Netflix. They want to watch a TV, but they don't want to see the ads and so forth, and they're willing to pay $9.99 for that every month, and they get to see as many movies as they can, right? Amazon Prime, persons pay $15, $14.99 every month, and they get at least 5% cash back in Amazon on their purchase. So they get a discount. So persons love that, where they can actually become a member and get some direct reward, or maybe some saving. And it is said that a penny saved is a penny earned. So where you get the product cheaper, or where you can get some savings or some coupon, you know, or something of that sort, persons would go for that because they can see some direct benefit. But with LiveGood, we go beyond that. Not only do we give savings on our product for the member, but we also give money back. All right, and we will see how you can qualify for that. All right, we'll see how. So as we have said, our product is of the highest quality, the most healthy ingredients, and so what we at the end produce are products that are unmatched anyway. They are not only good for you, but they also get results. All right, and these are the LiveGood products. So what are the products that we talk about? All right, so number one, I would mention, maybe you have never heard of it, is Methylene Blue. Methylene Blue is one of the newest product that we just brought onto the market, and it has to do with brain health. All right. Now, usually when we talk about products and supplement, most people think of their hearts, and you think of your lungs, and you think of your body and getting in shape and so forth. But what about your brain? What nutrients do you have, or do you know, that actually help your brain, help memory, help your capacity to produce or to do your task, and to not be overwhelmed, and to not get depressed and so forth, keep you in a positive mood? Well, Methylene Blue is one such, and Methylene Blue has been used for over 200 years. The WHO actually have Methylene Blue as an essential medicine, right? But I'll tell you something, in as much as WHO recognized the usefulness of Methylene Blue, hardly anybody have heard about it. It's like the best kept secret, right? But no longer, because LiveGood is bringing it out so that person will get to know that if you want to be sharp, your brain to be sharp, if you want to have mental clarity, if you want to have strong memory, still be able in your old age to still be able to memorize things and remember it, right? And be able to create and solve problems, complicated problems, even mathematics and so forth. You need to have healthy mitochondrial energy in your brain. Your brain cell, every cell of your body has a factory inside of it called a mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the cell. So if it's a muscle cell, it has a powerhouse called the mitochondria that produces whatever the muscle cell is used for. So if it's strength, then you have that mitochondria that keeps that cell alive, that keeps it working well, and provides the energy that it needs so that it can get stronger, it can lift up and help you. If it has to do with your nerve cell, then also you need that mitochondria as well to give it the strength, to give it the energy so that it can do its work in sending out signals, transferring information, on the speed at which it does it and everything of that sort. So every cell in your body has a mitochondria. Your brain cell also have a mitochondria. But as the energy in that cell begins to diminish, and it starts diminishing with age, right? As it begins to decline, so does your attention, so does your memory, your mental clarity, and your ability, your agility, right? Your ability to multitask and to do so many things that you once probably had the opportunity to do. So as you get to age 30 and 40, there is a decline in your mitochondrial energy. So how do you reverse that? You reverse that by increasing the mitochondrial energy. Mitochondria, and how methylene blue is one such way that you do it. Here's it. Methylene blue is extremely unique in its ability to increase the amount of oxygen that is delivered to the brain cell. So it's like an oxidizing agent, right? It delivers oxygen to your brain cell. And as the oxygen gets to your brain cell, it burns and produces energy, right? From in the mitochondria. As that mitochondria produces energy, the cell and its function, the function of the cell is increased to what it used to be when you were young. So here is a way that you can you can enhance your memory, you can protect your brain's health, right? You can support a positive mood and also improve in your focus and cognition, your ability to learn. All of that you can help with taking methylene blue. How much is methylene blue? Well, it's a strip, it's a box containing 15 strips. You take one every other day, and it is only for $12.95 for the member. And if you're not a member and you buy it at retail, it's $19.95. Now it used to be $24.95. The price has gone down as well. In fact, all of the LiveGood price have gone down in some instances. All right. Well, in fact, most of them have. All right. So this is what methylene blue is all about. And it is a good thing. I have not bought this one, but I have listened to those who have, and actually they have given their testimonial and how to use it and so forth. So it is the next thing maybe I want to incorporate myself to see how it works. I mean, as we get older, our memory, our ability to remember. How many times have you left you left the room to go to the kitchen, and when you get there, you can't remember what you came there for, right? Short-term memory loss. All right. So all of that will be improved again, and you'll be able to retain information and not be so forgetful, right? As it used to be before. So this is with methylene blue. Now, of course, multivitamins. When you talk about health, you know that you need vitamins and minerals, right? The fact is, 9 out of 10 persons are at least deficient in one or more minerals. That means only 1% or 10% of individuals that walk around, yourself included, are actually in the place where they need to be as it relates to vitamins and minerals, right? So 9 out of 10 are lacking something. And it's because the food that the choice of the foods that we eat, it may be because of the quality of the food that we eat, right? The amount that we eat of whatever good stuff or whatever bad stuff, you understand? So we may be eating a lot, but not eating the right thing. We may be eating a lot of protein, but where are the minerals? We may be eating a lot of fat, but where is the protein? You understand me? So if our portion is not regulated properly, then you will find imbalances in your mineral and vitamin content. As a result of that, your food, your digestion, you get problems in food digestion. You get your organs begin to fail to function at peak level, as well as your immune system breaks down, right? This is important because vitamin and minerals is really, really what that keeps us from, well, our system producing well, doing what it's supposed to do, but also keeping us from disease and so forth. Now, I want to show you, I added that slide just a short while ago, but I wanted to show you the content of our multivitamin. It's not any ordinary multivitamin. Look at this. If you can see this on your phone or on your device, you see the amount of vitamins and minerals that's in this thing. And you can see also the daily value way up higher than what is needed. All right. So let me just point out to you. For one, vitamin B6. I'm just pulling up a few of them. Vitamin B6 or pyridoxine. Both the male, that's the female one, the women, and that's the male. They both have the same amount, 25 milligrams. But for the women, it's that 25 represents 500% of what is needed. For the male, it represents 1,471%. In other words, the women need more pyridoxine than the male, right? And why is that so? Well, women, especially of childbearing age, if you're pregnant, if you're lactating, reproductive age, you need more of that. All right. Secondly, but pyridoxine is good not only for that, but pyridoxine is good for your nerves. You know, your nerves to repair and to repair your nerves that are damaged. Sometimes we have nerve pain or what is called neuropathic pains. And pyridoxine it's very, very helpful in that. All right. So that's one of the things you want to know. For the folic acid, all ladies know that ladies need more blood, if you want to say, than men, because they lose on a monthly basis. Men don't, right? And so the production of blood folic acid is necessary. If you're pregnant, and so forth, even more so. You need more of that for the production to help in the growth of the baby as well. So you would see here that in our LiveGood preparation, there is more 551 micrograms for the female and 348 for the male, simply because the lady need more. So they've added. So so we're not just giving you a one size fit all. It is specially formulated for the need of the genders, right? So that's very, very key. When you look at, for example, vitamin B12 that you do not get, especially vegans like myself, let me tell you this. Look at the percentage. 8,333% of what is needed. 200 micrograms of B12, right? So when I take this multivitamin, 2 capsules, even if I take one, I'll be getting over 4,000 times more than I need for the D. So if you talk about correcting deficiencies, a simple multivitamin from LiveGood can help you in that regard. Your biotin, 3,343% more than percentage more than your daily value, than what is needed for your daily value. So you can see that we have a really, really good multivitamins here, all right, that is specifically formulated for male and female. We have and the other one I want to point out is that the female one has iron. Everybody know that ladies need iron. What again for? The blood, right? The male one does not have iron, right? Because it's the ladies that need more of that. Now, it doesn't mean that male does not need iron, but it's designed so that you would see the difference between the multivitamins and which one would be appropriate for the male and which one would be appropriate for the female. However, in as much as the female has iron added and the male does not have, but the male has something that the female does not have, lycopene. You see it right down here. And the female does not have. They put cranberry, right? For it, right? Because lycopene, ladies does not need the ladies do not need lycopene because they do not have a prostate. They don't have a prostate. Male needs lycopene to keep that prostate from growing and to keep and to protect them from prostate cancer and benign hyperplasia and prostatic hyperplasia, right? So it is added to the male formulation. To a lady taking this, that will be of no import to them because they don't have a prostate, right? All right, so you can see that the multivitamin is specially designed. And ours only cost $9.95. $9.95 for all of that goodness. If you buy from anywhere else, remember at the beginning we said we keep our price so low that you can basically sometimes save up to 75%. Another place you could get a good multivitamin, plant-based multivitamin, is from Metagenics. but theirs is $47 for the month. Ours is $9.95, right? Multimedia from New Medical has theirs for $30, $29. Ours is $9.95. So you can see the vast difference in our multivitamins, the quality and the price. We have vitamin D and vitamin K. If you haven't heard about it, vitamin D is if you want to maintain a good, healthy immune system where you fight disease, you fight germs, you fight cancer. If you want to maintain a healthy immune system and you fight COVID-19, you need to have vitamin D. All right. Now, I was not spotting when I said COVID-19. Every person that they found, or they did the postmortem on persons who died from COVID-19, they found that they were lacking vitamin D. Everyone, right? Vitamin D actually is a protector against COVID-19. Or not just COVID-19, the influenza virus and so forth, right? So if you're lacking vitamin D, your body would be susceptible to germs and disease and respiratory issues and so forth, right? Viruses and bacteria. When you have a healthy amount of vitamin D, in fact, when you have what you need, you get protection from these things, all right? You see persons coming down with the flu around you and you pretty much hardly even get one. There will be some that will come over. Maybe you have not been exposed to it before, so it will be a new germ that your body needs to get accustomed to. But you even when you get it, you recover from it really quickly because of your robust immune system. Vitamin D is the most important for that. At the same time, vitamin D is the most deficient of all vitamins. Now, here's what. The irony is that vitamin D can be obtained from the sunlight. And we have sun all around us. Yet, we are deficient in vitamin D, a lot of us. Because, for one, we do not spend time in the sun. We walk away from the sun. We hardly want the sun to shine upon our skin. We say it's too hot. Somebody fooled us and tell us that if we stay in the sun, we're going to get skin cancer. That's a fallacy, right? Now, a few persons may get it, but not black people, right? I don't know of anybody that can tell me that a black person got skin cancer because they were in the sun. These are the things that this gimmick that goes around, and they scare you into doing certain things to buy certain products and so forth, right? So if you want to sell skin, I call it the screen, sunscreen, you would come with that theory. Now, for a white person, it's different because they do not have melatonin or the sufficient amount of it, not melatonin, but melanin. They don't have sufficient to block that ultraviolet. So they may have a different reaction to it. But for we black people, yeah, no such problem. All right. But we need exposure to it in order for us to produce the vitamin D. All right. So you need to have not just put sunscreen on you or be indoors. You need to be exposed to the vitamin D, to the sunlight in order to produce it. When you're not, your immune system gets weakened, your bone density is compromised, and your body is more susceptible to sickness and disease. All right. And simply because vitamin D is essential for your immune system, we have talked about, but it's also important, and maybe it's very, very important for us to absorb calcium and phosphorus. From the food that we eat, we cannot absorb calcium except through vitamin D. So if you're lacking vitamin D, you also will have deficiency in calcium and phosphorus, right? And if you do have a deficiency in calcium, no matter how much milk that you're drinking, no matter how much calcium tablets that you're taking, if you're deficient in vitamin D, then you will have a problem absorbing these minerals. And so it doesn't get to the bone where it is needed, it doesn't get to the teeth where it is needed, and to help regulate certain things around the body. So because of that, you will suffer from some maybe osteoporosis, right? Brittle bone, or osteomalacia, the softening of your bones. You will suffer from the muscle, the function of your muscle will also suffer. You will be more prone to sprains and fractures and so forth, right? when you lack vitamin D, you are not able to reduce inflammation. All right. So in other words, what I'm saying is that vitamin D is important for, it plays a very important role in reduction of inflammation in your body, as well as it helps modulate cell growth, your nerve signal, neuromuscular signal, and your immune function. We talked about that. Also, vitamin D is important in regulating your glucose metabolism. In other words, how your body metabolizes glucose. You know, diabetes. So you can see the importance of vitamin D to diabetes in just that statement. All right. So if you have diabetes, you want to have a good amount of vitamin D. Our vitamin D also has vitamin K, and vitamin K helps and maintains, enhances the function and the benefits of vitamin D. But more importantly, it is crucial to, it is also important to avoid calcium plaque buildup in your arteries, a condition that is known as arteriosclerosis, right? Or atherosclerosis, I should say. So as this happens, especially when persons have cholesterol and those kind of things, they have a plaque that is built up, and that plaque either can block the pathway for the blood to flow, or it can actually get broken off and get lodged into a small vein, or rather a small a capillary, and there you can suffer from a heart attack or stroke and so forth, right? Or even just chest pains that you call angina and so forth. So so you can see the benefit of both vitamin D and vitamin K. So these are very good for your heart, for very good in regulating your sugar level as well as your immune system. All right. There is another mineral called ultra magnesium complex. That one is very, very important because magnesium is involved with over 300 biochemical reactions that happens every single day in your body. And so without magnesium and a sufficient amount of magnesium, you will have problems. You will have problems in your muscle, with your nerve, your energy level. Even your sleep will be affected. Your sleeping pattern will be affected. So magnesium is very, very important. You will have difficulty in managing stress, right? And of course, you will lose bone density and your exercise performance and your strength and so forth. So magnesium is absolutely very, very important for us as well. Beyond that, magnesium is even more important for men because it helps protect you against prostate disorder. So I talked about the lycopene earlier on in the multivitamin. Here is another thing that you want to include in your diet and your supplements is magnesium. When there is a disproportionate ratio between magnesium and calcium, in other words, a lot of persons talk about calcium. You grew up knowing about calcium, drink your milk, this and this, because for strong bones and teeth, but nobody talks about magnesium. So what the study is showing, when there is a big gap between calcium level in your body and magnesium, it actually is associated with a greater risk of prostate disorder. Now the correct ratio is 2:1. So in other words, if there are 2 molecules of calcium, you ought to have 1 molecule of magnesium. And if there's 100 molecules of calcium, there ought to be 50 molecules. You understand me? It's a 2:1 ratio. When there is an imbalance, when there's more calcium than magnesium, or when there's a reduction in magnesium, we are talking about increased problems with your prostate. All right. As a matter of fact, the studies also show that prostate cancer cases are increased significantly in persons that have low magnesium, or when the ratio between calcium and magnesium is very, very wide. All right. So it helps with protection from prostate cancer and prostate disorder. right? Magnesium. So, and then we have organic super red. Super red, that we now when we want to age well, gracefully. If we want to, we know that life is such that you, as when you're born, you begin to age, granted, right? But if you want to stay healthier for a longer time, age will come, sickness will come eventually. But if you want to stay healthier for a long time, it's as you grow old, you're not having the complication that other persons are having. The person talking about heart problems, you feel very well, you're still able to walk and do your chores. I see recently persons in the 90s and still active, you know. If you want to be able to live well and have a good health span, well, you need to keep a healthy heart, right? And the best thing that we have for healthy heart health is red fruits and vegetables, right? The thing is that most of us are not getting enough of it. And so our body gets weaker, our immune system it suffers, we have low energy and increase in blood pressure. All right. So what I'm saying is that when you take super red, it helps your heart, it helps your circulation, it helps your sexual health, and also help your brain health. So we talked about methylene blue early on for brain health. Here is another one that helps with brain health. All right. Why? How does that work? In your body, the body produces a compound called nitric oxide. When your body has the ingredients, the healthy ingredients, antioxidants and so forth, it uses that to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is called a vasodilator. It dilates your vein. And as it dilates your vein, it opens up the valves so that more blood can flow in and circulate through your body. As blood circulates in your body, it carries oxygen and the minerals and the nutrients from your food, and also takes out the waste, carbon dioxide, right? And other waste products, it takes it out. So the artery brings the fresh blood, the veins takes out the deoxygenated blood and the waste material. That's how the body works, circulated, right? And so when you have a good circulation, it will increase your body's what is called perfusion. That means the entire system gets perfused, gets a new set of blood, new fresh blood with fresh oxygen and fresh nutrients. All that circulates, and then the waste goes out and a new set comes in. And so your body is always, the cells are always happy because you bring in new fresh oxygen to them. All right. When on the other hand, if you have a decrease in your nitric oxide, then also your circulation will be impaired, as well as if you have diabetes, for example, your circulation is impaired. All right. And that is the reason somebody was asking earlier on this morning. That is the reason persons get diabetic foot and ulcers because of poor circulation. All right, poor circulation. So the very first thing that you want to do if you're suffering from diabetes is to increase your circulation, increase and improve. So that's why super red has to be on your list if you're diabetic, because that is number one that we have here for circulation. All right. It's like think of you having you have a supply of I don't want to use that example because it's kind of a little touchy. But if there is a blockage, if there is a hurricane, and then there are some persons that are cut off, and on both sides, there's nothing can come to bring food and blankets and so forth for them. The very first thing that you want to do is not just, you need the trucks and so forth to be loaded with this thing, and you need all the donation that you have. But if the road is still blocked, then nothing can go through. You have to first unblock the road, and then the trucks will be able to pass and do the delivery, right? And so when you come for things like diabetes and so forth, you first want to increase the circulation. The impediment for the blood to circulate and bring fresh oxygen. You want to improve that, so that as you pack up with the nutrients and that from the super green and so forth and other things that you'll be using, you want it to be able to get to the place where it needs to get. All right, so you need to improve that circulation. All right, so super red would do that. Super green would come in with all the nutrients and that you need and so forth. So these two definitely want to be on board with that, as well as the others that regulates the sugar level. All right, so that said, so you want to have that to improve your circulation. The super red is very, very good. Super green is just as good, right? Super green will increase your immune protection, energy and recovery. It will helps you with managing stress, right? Digestive problems, a problem digesting your food and getting nutrients out of it, or you're suffering from hernia and this kind of thing, digestive problems, super green would be very good here, as well as to detox your system. I talked about detoxing your system, right? Before you could cure, you need to first remove the debris. Remove the clutter, remove the debris, and then you now start adding the proper nutrients. Super green would do all that for you. Now, what is super green? Super green is a lot of the greens, just like we talked about the reds, the fruits and the vegetables. Now we're talking about the greens. We're talking about moringa, aloe vera, barley, wheat, oats. Already you're talking about stuff that will help with your digestion. Talking about relieving constipation and giving you a good flow because of the fiber and everything inside it. But we also have dandelion, and we have some organic blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, as well as there is non-dairy yogurt. Now, non-dairy yogurt would be essential because it helps with what is called the gut microbiome. It feeds the microbiome. The microbiomes are the I won't call it germs, but they're the bacteria, the microorganism that lives in us and on us. There's a skin microbiome, there's a gut microbiome that lives in us and on us to help, and it works what is called symbiotic, in a symbiotic relationship, because it helps us because we need them, to help our body function and to produce certain vitamins and minerals that our body does not produce. For example, vitamins like vitamin K, half of what we need, half of the vitamin K we need is produced by microbiomes. That's germs, bacteria. Folic acid, biotin, we talked about earlier on. If you're not getting from a supplement like we talked about from multivitamins, your body needs these microbiomes to produce it for you. All right. It helps with mental health because 90% of a neurotransmitter that regulates your mood and your cognitive function is something called serotonin. And when there is an imbalance in serotonin in your body, people get depressed, right? And they go into depression and so forth. And they're not able to cope with stress and so forth. So serotonin is produced by microbiomes in your gut. So you need to be able to feed the good bacteria, feed the good fungus in your gut, but also at the same time, keep the bad ones at bay, all right? And so this yogurt here actually helps with feeding and produce and also delivering lactobacillus into your guts, and streptokinase, the good ones. That actually helps with what we talk about here, the microbiome, right? So when you look at something like super green, you're talking about a very, very complete supplement, really, really good for your body. Complete plant-based protein is another wonderful thing that we have, and it says it's complete, it is plant-based, it's protein. So especially persons who are vegan or persons who are contemplating on reducing on their meat consumption and getting more of a plant-based thing, this is a really, really good product for you. It is complete in that it has all the essential amino acid and it has the proteins as well. Beyond that, it also has 26 vitamins and minerals, right? 26. So that's a really, really complete meal. not complete in the sense that only that you want to feed on, because it doesn't have the fat, it doesn't have it doesn't have carbohydrates and so forth. But in terms of protein and vitamins and minerals, you have all of that. So if you, especially somebody who's into going to the gym, you want to build up some muscles and so forth, that's a good product to have. Also help maintain lean muscle, right? Not the fat, but the muscle itself, and adequate hydration and so forth. So that's a very, very good product. And this is really good. It tastes absolutely wonderful. You can mix your smoothies and sorbets and everything with it. You can drink it normal, like a milk, if you want. You can do whatever you want with it. The important thing is get consuming it, get it into your system. So this you want to have. Ours is just $22 for the member. The ones out there on the market, $62, $60. They're similar to ours, but the price is 3 times more. All right. We also have the essential amino acid that helps. You know, if you want to work at peak performance, you need amino acid. And this one delivers all the essential amino acids to you that you need instantly. And it helps you if you're feeling foggy and tired, fatigued, can't get moving. That helps. It actually helps. I use it. In fact, just before I took I took I think it was a half teaspoon. It actually keeps you awake and keeps you alert, right? So it actually works well. And all of that we're talking about plant-based, no animal product in here, plant-based, all right? And it's really good with no side effect at all, because this is what your body needs. That's your food. All right, so you want to look at that. The price is very, very good. $19, $20 for the member, $24 for retail. So it's not bad at all. Factor 4, persons are suffering with inflammation. And this is probably the first and only inflammation management supplement that have ever been formulated, which has 4 of the most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients: omega-3 from the fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, as well as garlic. All right. So when you have these, you're actually helping yourself reverse and control inflammation. And so you talk about the pains that you're having in the joints, your organ health, immune system, circulation. We talked about that earlier on. That has to do with inflammation. In fact, chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world. 50% of all deaths, heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, kidney problems, these are the things that kill people. Otherwise, people may be dying from drinking alcohol, getting knocked down by a vehicle, war, and that kind of thing. But 50% of deaths in the world has something to do with inflammation, right? Heart problems, stroke, cancer, this kind of thing, right? And so if you have a product that helps control and reverse inflammation, you are actually giving yourself a new lease on life, right? Over time, the joint pains that you're feeling, it will be eradicated, right? The circulation problem that you have will be taken care of. The inflammation that you have in your system, that's causing all kind of problem in your body, that will be taken care of as well. So that's a very good product that you want to incorporate. There is also those persons who are really eager to lose weight, and let's say they consume, the person that are not everybody consumes coffee, not everybody consumes caffeine, but those who still do, they only want to lose weight, there's that product called organic coffee that actually helps with weight control, right? But there are other things that you can use in LiveGood, the complete protein, the essential body mass, the essential amino acid. These are also good at helping you lose weight as well. So if you're not consuming the caffeine, there are other stuff you can use. There's the CBD oil that is taken from the hemp plant, but I need to help persons understand that when we make bush tea and we just put it into the cup and then we throw hot water on it, there's good stuff in the bush and there's bad stuff in the bush. All right. The Jamaicans who are here knows of Jamaican ackee. It can be poisonous if you use it at the wrong time, right? And we have cassava that can be poisonous if you consume it at the wrong time or you don't prepare it properly, right? Because the poison is inside, the resin and so forth inside. Castor oil. So there are stuffs that are good, but if you consume it at the wrong time, maybe you take it before it's mature, you didn't let it expose itself and release the gut, it can kill you. Same thing with the hemp plant, right? There are stuff in there that maybe may not be good for you, and there's a lot of stuff in there that are very, very good. If you can isolate the good, take the good and leave the bad, you have no problem, right? But if you're taking everything together, then you can have leading to problems. Here's one thing I tell everybody: stop the smoking. It doesn't matter how much good you think that's in the hemp plant. If you smoke it, it can mess up your lungs. If you smoke paper, it will mess up your lungs. You can take leaves together and smoke it, it will mess up your lungs. God did not make our lungs for smoking. He made it for breathing. All right? Clean air. Anything that has anything to do with smoking, it's going to mess up your lungs. Firstly, and I'm going to do that as a bypass to as more information. In there, in your nostril, there are hairs in here. It is there for filtering large particles to prevent it from entering into your lungs. When you smoke, you suck in air from your mouth. It bypasses that hair, that first mesh that's across there, and you take it directly into your lungs. So number one, your first defense, getting all the larger debris away from whatever that is coming into your lungs, you have already circumvented by sucking in air through your mouth. All right? So the large smog and debris that's inside of the smoke, inside of the marijuana or the paper or making charcoals for that matter, if it's coming through your mouth, it's going to give you problems down here, inflammation down here, leading to COPD. So that's why I tell you smoking is bad, no matter what is smoke, because you are bypassing the very first defense, the mesh that God puts there. This small hair you see here is not here just for show. It's there to actually trap dust and particles and so forth from entering into your lungs. All right. So that advice to anybody: if you think that that there's good stuff in the hemp plant, then make a tea with it, all right? Or get the CBD oil or something of that sort. But do not smoke, period. It's going to harm you now or later. And worse yet, when a person starts smoking cigarette and marijuana, COPD develops even faster. That's aside. Let's get back to LiveGood. LiveGood CBD oil that is taken from the hemp plant, the good one, the medicinal part, actually is good for inflammation, pains and inflammation, arthritis, and so forth. It's good for depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. It is good for persons who suffer from nightmares and so forth. They can't say properly. Cancer-related symptoms. It is good for seizures. There are just a number of things. It's good Parkinson's and all of these things, right? So you're doing yourself a favor when you have it. Not every person, not every place that we can bring it into the Caribbean, but Jamaica is very lucky in that they allow it to come. St. Lucia and other Eastern Caribbean countries, they are not allowing it to come in yet, but hopefully in time they will. All right, but so CBD oil is very, very good. The price is also very good with LiveGood. Even for our pets, there is one a weaker dose, but also for your pets. You know, and the price is also very good. So CBD is something that you want to have. When you look at CBD and all what I mentioned, the benefits, and you look at the comparison with the price out there, we have a 750 milligram pure CBD oil for $18, and Green Roads have a 550 milligram, that is 200 milligrams less than ours, but theirs is $90. That's $90 US. Ours is 18. So where I can buy 5 of mine with a higher amount, you can only buy 1 of yours. You know what the persons are doing. They're forgetting about these and they're coming to buy here. LiveGood is growing. Persons are seeing direct benefit in saving and of higher quality product. all right, and even more. Instant youth. Sometimes we want to look young again, especially, you know, when the wrinkles start coming and the bags start coming under your eye and so forth, your lines, even the laughter lines and so forth. You wish that you look at some of your youthful pictures and you have that nostalgic feeling that you want to feel young again, look young again, look good, right? Or even if you're going to age, you want to do it without your face messing up too badly, too quickly. So instant youth actually helps correct that. And if you have to go out, you have to go to an interview, you have to go to a dinner or whatever, you put this thing on, and within two minutes, it actually helps fix up the appearance. It does. Actually, I actually have it. I don't use it very often. I think it's more designed for ladies. I know Marva will dispute me on that, but it actually works. And ageless, it also has collagen, and collagen is what keeps your skin looking smooth and healthy and plump and radiant. That's what you had when you were young. But as we age, our body stops producing collagen, and so that leads to the development of wrinkles and the aging process, right? So this ageless puts collagen back into your skin, and so it, in a sense, make your skin look healthy and plump again, as if when you were young. And it stays. It's not something that just comes and goes. It actually stays because you're nourishing your skin and your hair and so forth with the right nutrients. We have collagen peptide that is more recently, that one is even stronger than the ageless, because that one works for counteracting the joint pains that we have, right? Because our collagen level has slowed down considerably. The body is not producing, so it helps promote the synthesis of new collagen in your skin and in your joints, right? Without collagen, your skin begins to sag, your muscle and your bones lose its strength, your joints lose its mobility. So the agility that you had, your ligaments, your tendons also suffer, and you start feeling pains everywhere. Even your hair and your nails can get weak and brittle without collagen. So when you consume that, it actually helps reverse these conditions or prevent it from happening. All right. And there is the CBD pain relief. That one is it's like a spray. Oh no, that's a cream, sorry. And that you can use when you're having these pains and so forth. You use it and you massage it into your body, and it actually works because CBD is anti-inflammatory and analgesic at the same time. That means it takes care of pain. All right. We have also energy and focus patches. These are patches that you put on your hands, leave it on for 8 hours, and it can actually help you for that period of time. You have an 8-hour duration. So it enters into your bloodstream, but very, very slowly. And so the effect is prolonged. But what is this made of? These are made of complete plants, only plants. All right? No drug is inside there. So for example, you know that passion fruit is good. You know that soursop is good for calming down the chamomile and so forth. But you will find that if you want to, you'll find that in the patches for helping you sleep. All right? And those mints and so forth that keeps you awake, that keeps you alert and helps you stay focused, you will find these kind of inside of these patches. So it is specifically designed to give you that result. If you want to sleep, your 8 hour, you have problem going to sleep and sleeping and having a good rest, these patches will help give you an 8-hour rest. And you get a fresh and refresh in the morning and so forth, right? There's no hangover, like when you take caffeine or when you drink drugs or something of that sort. It doesn't do that. It's natural products that works as if it's your food that you're using. Just putting it together in the correct formulation so that you have all the good stuff working together. If you want everything, the price has actually come down. It's $319 for the member, $399, $400 for the non-member. If you want everything without the CBD, as we said, that certain countries does not allow you to transport to bring in the CBD as of now, whether you can get everything minus the CBD products for $299 for the member, $230. This is a very good deal. Because if you were to buy them separately, it would cost more than that. But there are also some other packs that you can look at. The daily essential pack, we have the vitamins, the vitamin D and the magnesium. That the price has come down as well. It's $27.40. If you want the lean body pack, you're interested in losing the weight, then you can include this one into, that's the one that you probably want to, that pack you want to do. Or if it's just an individual item that you can afford, then you just afford the individual item, not a problem. Ultimate Wellness Pack with the super red and super green and all of that. That comes to $100 for the member, right? The maximum energy pack, you're more into, you're athletic, you're playing your football and still young, still moving around. So this thing here we're talking about is not just for the old persons, it's actually for the youth as well, the younger ones. It's a complete body makeover and giving you the right nutrients that you need for your body, for both your health and avoiding sickness. Also, there are some other accessories like the cap. I don't show you, I have my cap here. I put my cap, this is the cap, what it looks like with a LiveGood label right here. Somebody sees like, wow, you have a nice cap, where you get it from? You tell them, oh, that's the company I'm working with. What about LiveGood? Who's LiveGood? So you know, that's a way of opening a conversation. You have your t-shirt, you make a statement, right? And these are reasonable. The price is on the $10, on the $15, you know, the shaker bottle where you can mix your products, all of these things, you can find that here. All right. So now how I've mentioned all the good stuff for you in terms of the I say medication, not because it is medicine, but because it works like medicine. It keeps you from getting sick. And if you are sick, it can help reverse that condition and get your health back on track. All right. So, but it supplements. But if you want to become a member of LiveGood, the company LiveGood, where you can get these products for yourself or for a family member and get it at all the discounted price that I mentioned, the prices I showed you, you have to become a member of LiveGood. Now, how do you become a member? You register with someone that most likely the person that introduced you to that meeting would, if they're a LiveGood member, they would have a link, and that link that you use to register. How much do you have to pay? Well, to be a member of LiveGood, ultimately you have to pay $50, $49.95, right? The first $40 is to become an affiliate. An affiliate member of LiveGood means that you are a member of LiveGood, you can get discount from LiveGood, but also you can get money back from LiveGood. And I'll explain to you how you can get the money back. And the only thing that you pay every month is $9.95 to maintain your membership. Just like if you have an Amazon Prime, you need to pay $14.99 every month to maintain your Amazon so that you can shop and get the discount, the 5% discount that they offer. Then every month you have to pay that thing. That makes you, that gives you not just legitimacy, but it gives you the ability to maintain your status in the company. So with LiveGood, it's just $9.95. Now, earlier on I talked about network marketing company that you need to be selling products. There is what is called an auto ship that comes every month with a certain amount of product that you have tried to sell for the company. And even if you don't sell all, you still have next month's batchment, that batch that's coming in. We don't have that. We don't have to sell products for the company. You don't have to buy products from the company. You buy when you need, when you want. All right. There's no obligation to be selling for the company either. You do. There's benefit to doing it, but there's no obligation. All right. But so what you need, the only obligation you have with LiveGood is the $9.95 a month. Now, what do you get for that $9.95? You get what is called an online ledger. With the entire, you get the LiveGood back office, which is what you're seeing on your screen. And there you can go and you have your own shop where you can do your shopping you can shop for yourself. You can read up on everything I'm talking about there, about the products. So you can read up before you actually make the purchase. You can send someone there to have a look at it, to read up themselves, or to see. You can, when you become a member and you see which team that you fall in, the person that you sign up with, which team he belongs to, and so forth, and you can help work with each other so that you can your status can improve. and you have all the information that you need. That is the site where you get paid, you know, and what if you want to transfer your money from where to where other, that's the site. So you get that. Secondly, you got another site that helps with the advertising. It has a 5-minute video that you send to someone and you say, have a listen to this video and tell me what you think about it. The person will listen, say, wow, this is nice. I've never heard of that way. What is that all about? All they have to do is sign up their name and give them email, and then more information will be sent to them for the email. That's the way that they join the company. All right. So that's your advertising. You don't even have to do the advertising yourself. You could just send the link and persons will see it and respond to it. And then there is a retail site. The retail site is where you actually have a business that is in your name. LiveGood registers their business in your name. So if it's Benedict that's on the platform here, you would get a website saying, welcome to Benedict Charles website, right? And on that website, all the products that I've just mentioned here, you'll see it. Persons can go to that website and to shop and to order products for themselves. And when they do so, you get commissions from the company, because through you, you made a sale for them, all right? Through you introducing somebody to your website, they came and buy Super Red. And so the company says, wow, for doing that, we will split the profit half and half with you, right? So that's a way of having the business, and you only need $9.95 to maintain that business. You can share that business all about. You can put it on your Facebook, Instagram, you can put it anywhere, Twitter, YouTube. You can make a video with it and tell persons, come and see this thing, come and see this, where you can get wholesome products for your health, for your family, and so forth. And as persons get on there and they start shopping on it, you actually are making commission. All right. So LiveGood allows us to make money in 7 ways. All right. The first one is on a weekly, you can make weekly quick start bonus, it's called. How does that happen? When somebody comes into the company, remember they pay $50, $49.95. All right. So $40 as an affiliate, and then $9.95 for the first month. So that $50 that the company receives, it splits it half and half with the person that introduced the next person to the company. In other words, if I bring in Marva would have brought $50 to become a member. The company takes that $50 and they reward me for bringing Marva. They reward me half of that $50. So they give me 25 and they keep 25. Yeah? When you become a member and you introduce 2 or 3 persons into the company, they got excited. They saw you, say, wow, I could come in that because I love the products. They come in and they pay $50 to start. Then the company will give you $25 from that $50 they just received, and they keep $25 for themselves, right? If you now have added 2 persons to the company, you become a bronze member. Now, this time the company says, instead of just giving you 50% of of what they gain, they will add another 10% to it. So now you have 60% and the company keeps 40%. If you become a silver member, as you start growing in the company, you have more persons in your team, you now have 70% of the profit, right? Of the amount that is brought in. As a gold, you get 80%, and as a platinum, 78%, and as a platinum, you get 80% and so forth. Until if you get to diamond, you are keeping 80%, the company is only keeping 20%. All right. So now, beyond that, there is what is called generational weekly start bonus. Because the moment that you become an affiliate, you now, it allows you to benefit from somebody that you did not introduce, but somebody that came as a second generation to you. In other words, if I bring in Paulette, and Paulette now brings in Judy, Paulette gets 50% from what Judy brings in, but I get an additional 5% from Judy. So I did not get I've already received the 50% from Paulette, but now Paulette brings in somebody. The company allows me to get 5%, 10% off it. And it can go, if you, as you start growing up in the company, it can go even further down to almost 10 levels deep. So that these are persons you will never get to know, but you will still get 50 cents from them, right? Or you will get a dollar from them. It adds up at the end of the month, and then you will see that you actually have something in your back office, right? Then there is the weekly, and this is a weekly, on a weekly basis. Then there's a monthly commission that works this way. When you come into the company, you have two sites, two positions that are free, that you can put people in, on one on your right and one on your left. So if you have two persons, they fill in that position. But if you have an additional one or two or three or four persons that you know that came in through because you introduced them, then you have no more position directly under you, because these two positions have already filled. But they have two positions as well, and he also has two positions as well. So the company allows that as you bring in new person, it falls under one of the persons that you have brought. If you're the one working and you have more contacts and you have more persons, you are actually helping build your team, right? So if you have more persons, you see, you can share one with him and share one with him. So you are helping your team build, because you know more, you understand the company more, you can explain it better. More persons, as they themselves starting to understand and starting to invite persons, they themselves will be doing the same thing. They'll be bringing new persons into the company, and so the matrix is getting filled. And so more persons are coming in your matrix. As your matrix begins to grow, when you have, on the second line is filled, you have 6 persons, the company gives you 25 cents for every person that falls under you, right? At the end of the month. Now, at 25 cents doesn't seem much, but if there is 100 persons over time, a month or 2 months into your company, 3 months, your people are working 100, your team becomes like 100 strong. It guarantees you $25 every month, because 1/4 or 25 cents by 100 is $25, right? If it gets to 1,000, we're talking about $250 every month. If you ever get to 65,000, which is the maximum you can get, you're talking about $16,000 coming to you every month. That's just in additional to whatever that you're doing as for your work, right? And that's in US dollars as well. Then there is a matching bonus, another third way that the company actually gives us money back. So if the person that you bring in makes $200 in the matrix, the company will give you $100. They're giving you half of what the person that you bring. So that's why it's a good thing when you get this opportunity that you start sharing it with people. Because if the person that you share it with, you may not be so, savvy about technology and so forth, but you may bring in somebody who actually is a child of yours. Say, whoa, that's nice. I have a lot of friends. I know social media, and they start spreading this thing about. The more persons are joining, you are benefiting, because what they are doing, the company is actually giving you half of the amount that they're making, right? And then that could go to second generation, where you're actually making more than just the 50%. You can actually be adding an additional 10% for that. So as time goes on, you can, with this company, you can actually be seeing yourself making some money. All right. It will not start big at the beginning, but it will grow, right? The other thing that the company does is this retail, the same site I told you that you have online, that allows you to sell products. And when you introduce somebody, they say, I'm not really interested into the business, but I love the product. Well, here's what. I will just give you a link, and then you can go and you can shop. You can shop for whatever you want and send it to Westec, or send it through Shopbox or SwiftPack, or whatever that you use to send to order stuff from Amazon, or to order stuff from Shein. Whatever courier that you use, you send it through there, and they will ship it down to you in your country. All right. So when the person gets onto that site that you send them, they see Super Red, and they say, okay, wow, I like the Super Red. I saw the lecture on it. I want it for my circulation, and so forth and so forth. And they go to make the purchase. Now, supposing that you would buy it as a member for $18, they would buy it for $30. Well, now it's come down, but let's for the purpose of this lecture, that's what it used to be before last week. So they would buy spend $12 extra because they are not a member. They're not entitled to the discount. Or that $12 profit that the company makes, it splits it half and half with you. So if the person bought just one super red, you would have earned $6 at the end of the month. If the person bought two super red, you would earn $12. You understand me? If they bought a super red and a super green and a factor 4 and ultra magnesium complex, the company, whatever profit the company makes, they share it half and half with you because it was bought on your website. Yeah. And the further you go into the ranking, as you rank up and you're adding more persons and you're bringing more volume for the company, they are actually giving you a higher percentage. So you may start with 50%, but then when you have 2%, you're actually getting 60% of the profit. And then here you're getting 70% of the profit and 80% of the profit. You understand me? So the higher rank you have, the higher the more you're able to gain from the company. All right. Now, again, as I indicate, LiveGood is not an overnight business that, okay, I will get rich fast. No, it's about, first of all, it's about providing you the proper nutrients, proper products and nutrients to help your health. And now that you have your health is in shape, you can now go out and make wealth, right? Which is what we said at the very beginning. And so it gives you that opportunity to also get something back in terms of your wealth. There's an influencer bonus that if you're making a lot of sales for the company, those who have that ability to, maybe there's a pharmacy that they're working with and they're providing this for the pharmacy. So they're making a lot of sales, or a health store, or maybe a gym or something where people are buying factor 4 and protein and so forth. So they're making a lot of sales. If you do that, then the company is adding the amount of commission that you would get. And so if you made a sale of $2,500 for that month, the company, beyond the 50% they would give you in terms of the profit, they would add another 10% to it. So you'll get 60% of the profit and the company will only have 40%. And as you go, if you ever made a sale of $25,000 for the company for the month, then they add to the 50%, they add another 40%. So the company ultimately gives you 90% of all the profit and they only keep 10%. So the company is very generous in giving back money to the people who are actually working in the company and making it profitable. And of course, there is the diamond pool bonus that when you become a diamond, you become a shareholder in the company. And 2% of the company's sales for the month is placed in a pool, and everybody who's a diamond, they share that. Now, how much of that? It's a lot. The first person who became a diamond, he picked up $25,000 for the month. The second month, there were 2 more persons that became diamond, and each of them picked up $23,000. Now, persons are getting up to like 10,000, 16,000 persons who become diamond. So basically, the aim of most persons in this company is to become a diamond, because when you do that, you can start resting, putting your feet up and knowing that money will come to you every month. Because you have done the work, you have set up the business, and now it's making profit for you. All right, so that's how it works. All right, so having said that, how do you get your money? If the company owes you, and they would put the back office that I gave to you, they would send that money through the back office, and there you can withdraw it, you can transfer it to your account, or you can upload it on a prepaid card. If you're American citizen, then they send directly to your account, to your American bank account. All right. But for us who in the international, who probably do not own an American account, then you can leave it in your back office, and you can use it to buy your products. You can use it to pay your monthly $9.95. So money that you're making from the company, you can use back to reinvest. Or you can upload it onto a card. You can order the card, and you allow the company to upload the money onto the card, so the card becomes full. So let's say if it's $100 that the company owed you for the month, they send them to your card, and with that card, you have it just like your normal bank card. You can go to the point of sale where they swipe it under the machine and pay for your groceries. You can pay your bills. You can shop online, or whatever. Right? So you can use the money. And in some instances, you can actually go to, it's a MasterCard, so you can go to your ATM and withdraw the money, and use it to buy your meal for the afternoon. The company gives the money, you can decide what you want to do with it. All right. Cryptocurrency is another way that you can get the money. That persons who are into crypto, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, and so forth, Ethereum, they can ask the company to pay them in Bitcoin. They provide the address and the company deposits the money for them. All right. So these are things that you will get to know. Now you don't really need to know it now because you haven't made any money yet. But when you have money, you'll want to be interested in understanding how I can withdraw the money or leave it there to buy my other product for the next month. Having said that, as you look at LiveGood, it is an opportunity, firstly, for your health, secondarily, for your wealth. If you're interested in this information and in this company and being able to provide or to buy products for your own health or a family member, you want to become a member of LiveGood, right? And it is easy, as we said. Link up with the person that invited you, and they will guide you as to how you can get the link and and how you can get started yourself. All right. Having said that, LiveGood does not guarantee that people will make money. What LiveGood is guaranteeing is that if you put the effort, then it will commensurate with what you get. If you don't put the effort, then you will not get. All right. And that is fair. If you put dedication, you put your capacity, you put your time, especially at the beginning, the first 1, 2, 3 years, you put your effort in building that company, then afterward you can relax, and I'm saying, when I say put in effort, doesn't mean that you keep surrendering your job. At the end of the evening, talking to somebody, you say, I have something I want to introduce you. I'll send you a little video for you to see. This is what it means. It's not like going at people's home and spending time and forgetting the work that you have to do. But the more time and effort and energy that you put in it, the more you will see results from it. But beyond that, even if there is no money coming back, you can just simply become a member of LiveGood because you love the product and it's good for your health and for the people that you love, then that's a good reason to be part of LiveGood as well. All right, having said that, I'm going to stop the recording and then we will take any question or comment or anything